So you click on this video because you want to make your first $1,000 with Etsy and print on demand. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 things to help you get there. So let's just get right into the video. Number one thing is that you need to treat this as a business from the beginning. Again, if you want this to be a hobby, by all means, go ahead, keep doing what you're doing. Don't change anything. But for the people that really truly want to change their lives, that want to quit their job and want to live lives on their own terms, then I would suggest from the get-go treating this as a business, not a side hustle. I don't even like that word, but that's a story for a whole other day. Because when you start saying like this is going to be a business, you start thinking long term. So you don't start thinking like, oh, how can I get a quick buck right now? You think 3, 4, 5 years from now. You are thinking about the future. So you're going to make decisions differently. You're going to commit to it. You're going to be consistent. You're going to put in the effort. You're going to put in the time. You are going to understand that you have to put in this work. And if you're saying that you're going to be adding 1 listing a day or however many listings that you're saying that you're going to be doing, then that's what you're going to be doing. If you're saying you're going to be researching 20, 30 minutes a day, then that's what you're going to be doing. You are going to commit to the process. You are going to put in the work. You are going to understand that you are not going to get rich overnight, that it's not going to happen tomorrow, but you're willing to put the work because, again, you are in this for the long term. You are in this for 2, 3 plus 5 years from now. You are in this because this is what you want to do for the rest of your life. So again, I will be honest with myself and I will truly think about why I really want to do this. Because again, the people that are finding success in this industry is because they're treating this as a business. They're not just saying, oh, here's a hobby or here's a side gig. Let me just make an extra $50 a month. They are going all in. They're giving it everything that they have because they know that they want this to be their out of their horrible 9 to 5 or whatever that they're doing right now. They want this to be the thing that they do for the rest of their lives or forever long that they want to do it, but they are going at it from a business. When you treat something as a business, your commitment level is a lot different than when you're going at it from like a hobby or a side gig. So from the get-go, think about it. What do you want this to be? And I would suggest that if you really want to make, right now this video is about $1,000 a month, but beyond that, I would say from day one, start doing things as this is a business. The second thing that I will work on is my mindset. Again, you cannot go into this business thinking that, you're just gonna sit back and things are just gonna happen, or you can't come in and saying, well, Etsy's too saturated, well, there's no money to be made, or the only people that make money started in 2020. Well, t-shirts are too saturated, and saying all these things and believing all these things, because again, your brain is meant to protect you. Your brain is meant to keep you in that comfort zone. Like you're not supposed to get out of it. And when you try to escape that, your brain is going to keep telling you all these things and feeding you all these things as to why you shouldn't do it. So again, if you're going in with this mentality of like, you're not going to make it, then you might as well just quit already because it's not going to happen. As cliche as it sounds, if you don't even believe in yourself, why would you think it would happen? If you go and study, or if you go and follow other successful print-on-demand people that are also on YouTube and they're teaching you all the skills, you will see that the people that have found success is because not only that they focus on the skill, they also have the right mindset going into this. Because again, we're all here teaching you how to do this business. I am putting so many videos that are helping you how to develop this skill. Yes, it does take time to learn the skill to design and mock-ups and SEO. All this takes time, but eventually you will get it. So why is it that I'm here giving you everything? Everything that I teach you on my YouTube is exactly what I've done and continue to do in my business. So why is it that I'm teaching you all these things, but people are still not finding success? And the reason is because you're going in it with the wrong mindset. You don't even believe that you can do it. You're still thinking that it's not possible for you. You're still thinking that Etsy is too saturated. You're still thinking that nobody's making any money, that the profit margins for print on demand are low. You still have all these ideas in your brain, and that's what's stopping you from getting into the next level. It's not the skill, because you can learn the skill. You can learn it from me. You can learn it from any other YouTuber. Everybody out there are putting so many tutorials to help you. But the reason why you're not finding success is because you're so focused on the skill part of it, because you think that that's all it takes. And honestly, what's stopping you is your mind. So question everything that you're thinking about. Truly, if you're saying Etsy's too saturated, there's no money to be made, and all these things that you're telling yourself, go and find for yourself. There's shops that just started this year, last year, that are killing it on Etsy. There's people that are selling t-shirts that are killing it on Etsy. So again, those are all the things that are you telling yourself, and you should question those things, because those things, are they based on really what's real, or just the things that you're telling your brain so you can stay nice and comfortable and you don't have to make decisions. So again, if you want to stay nice and comfortable, keep doing that. But if you truly want to change your life, if you truly want things to be differently, then you have to break out of that cycle. And until you break out of that and you start questioning all these beliefs and feeding yourself all these negative thoughts, nothing is going to change. I can teach you all the skills. I can keep in all these tutorials to help you, because guess what? Everything that I'm sharing, again, works because I do it every single day, because I have done it. But again, if you don't work on your mind, nothing is going to matter. So I'm so passionate about this, because this is where I see the difference. And I have been crazy about trying to study other successful print-on-demand people and finding why they have found success. And so many other people are not finding success, and it's because their mind is not right. The questions that you're asking, the way that you're thinking is not right. So you have to switch that. And until you switch that, nothing is going to change. The third thing is research. Again, if you're not new here, you're going to get sick and tired of me talking about this, because again, the money is in the research. You got to spend time doing this. This is the number one thing. Guys, when I switched and when I decided to truly spend the time doing this, this is when my business took off. Because you got to understand, people are coming to Etsy to buy things that are in demand. You got to get into the customer's head. You got to figure out what is it that they want, and you got to give them that. And I love to do research everywhere. Instagram, Pinterest, online retailers. You can literally sign up for their emails, newsletters, and they will send you the things that are trending, their newest drop, what just came out. Like, they will literally tell you what people want. This is the best way to do research, because again, all that you're doing is you're training your eyes, you're priming your brain to let your eyes and your brain know this is what people like, this is what people want. And the more you spend time just studying what people like, what people are buying, what people want, the easier everything will be. Because again, you'll start picking up on patterns, and you'll start seeing, ooh, I saw this here and I saw this there. Ooh, this is all things that customers are wanting. It will be so much easier to design. You'll know what mockups to pick. And again, the SEO is just the icing on the cake, which is literally like the keywords that somebody's putting into Etsy. That's how simple SEO is. Don't overcomplicate it. But again, you gotta start with the research. And again, if you're still kind of struggling with how to even begin when it comes to research, I'm going to be linking a video in the description that walks you through the steps of how I do it. And again, this is not like, first you do this, second you do this. No, this is very like messy. Rabbit holes are your best friend. Again, if you're a type A person, you gotta break out of that cycle, because you have to be messy. You have to just let, what you're clicking in your brain just kind of lead you and take you. If you like something, click on it and move on. Like, that's how you do this. This is not a very like, oh, first you go on Etsy and you type in this, and then you're gonna go on Pinterest, and no, you're literally looking at everything. Like on Pinterest, I love to look at nails, because again, when you see nails, you start to see like trends and patterns and things that people like. And when you translate that into, like, for example, what's selling on Etsy, you will pick up on all these things that all make sense that people want. So again, research is everywhere. Inspiration is everywhere. It's about looking at everything, literally keeping your eyes open, and just wherever you go, you always are looking at things. Even when you walk into Target, even if you're not even shopping for clothing, you could be in the home decor aisle and you're looking at mugs. Well, what color is the mug? What fonts did they use? Did they use patterns? This is all that you're doing. You're literally soaking all of this. So The more that you spend time doing this, I'm telling you, the faster everything will be. And then sales will just come because you have done your job. You have literally figured out what customers are wanting. And then all you have to do is just either, if you're offering, I don't know, a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or a mug, just put in the design in that item and people will find you and people will buy your stuff. And it's that simple. The fourth thing is focusing on one product at a time. Again, look, when you're new, designing is already hard enough. You're not going to be a designer. Your first designs are going to suck. You're not going to be good at it. You don't know what you're doing. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of new things that you're learning in this business. And if you're trying to add a horrible design into a sweatshirt and a mock-up and a sweatshirt because you think that's just going to give you greater chances of something selling, you're wrong. Learning how to design, figuring out, how to list. There's so many things that you have to learn in this business that when you add it to so many different products, you're only going to overwhelm yourself so much more. I have made 6 figures just by selling sweatshirts. I am just starting to expand to other products because it makes sense. So I'm telling you, start with one product at a time, whatever it is, whether it's t-shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, blankets, start with one, really get good at it. Because you want to study what those customers like. For example, if you're doing sweatshirt, you really want to study what color sweatshirts do well, and then testing your different designs into those sweatshirts. And again, once you start seeing what works, then if it makes sense, add it to a t-shirt or to a mug or to a blanket. But just throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping that it sticks and adding all 50 billion products because you're thinking that's going to give you a greater chance of people buying your stuff, you're wrong because you don't know what you're doing. So really learn the skill first, figure it out how to get better at designing, figure out getting better at what customers want. Do that first with one product, and then as that works, then expand to other products. The fifth thing is running ads. Again, so many people are against ads because they just like, well, they're such a waste of money and they're not really are helpful. And again, you gotta go in with realistic expectations. I love running ads because they provide me data, and data is crucial for this business because it allows you to make decisions. So again, with ads, you're able to see, okay, well, people are clicking on this design and they're buying. Okay, well, maybe I need to add this mock-up with other designs, or maybe I need to create a design variation because it works. Or people are clicking on it and are not buying. Okay, what is it about it? Do I need to fix the design? Do I need to fix the what is it? But this data is crucial because it allows you to figure out if something works or if it doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, it's a quicker way for you to figure out how to fix it. For you to see, okay, well, if the design is not working, or maybe this mock-up is not working, can I switch it? It immediately gives you information that allows you to move your business further. So if you're looking at it from this perspective, then yes, I do recommend you running ads. I will not be doing this if you have an emotional connection towards it, because ads are not going to be profitable day one. You have to run them for a minimum of 30 days because Etsy needs that much time to figure out who to serve your ads to. So if you're going to run them and you immediately going to see, oh, I lost $1 or $2 or $3 and you're going to turn them off, that's not going to help you. And then you're going to sit back and say, well, ads don't work. Well, yeah, they don't work because if you turn them on today and then you turn them off tomorrow, they're not working. You're not giving it enough time. You have to give it a minimum of 30 days. So you have to turn them on and just kind of let them be. Of course, you can go into the specific ad and then turn off irrelevant keywords. Like if you're selling a shirt, but Etsy is showing SVGs or a sweatshirt, of course, you can turn those specific ads off. But don't go in and turn it all off because you lost $1, $2, $3, and it's been 2 days. You gotta give it the time. You got to give it at a minimum of 30 days because you need to collect all that information. 2-3 clicks is not enough clicks for you to figure out if something works. You need a ton of impressions. You need a ton of clicks. So if you have an emotional connection to ads, I will not turn them on. If you are able to detach yourself from it and look at this from a whole, this is going to help me expand my business. This is a marketing thing. Every business relies on marketing. That's just how it works. If you're here to play, you have to be able to spend the money, and don't look at it from it's costing me money. Look at it, how is this helping my business? Because again, The best thing you can do for this business, or if you're really trying to just see things faster, turning ads will help you because it will give you data that you otherwise wouldn't get. It will help you figure out if you need to pivot, if you need to change something, or if something is working, you'll be able to quickly know what else or what more things you should add similar to what's working. Again, you made it to the end of this video, and if you're still struggling with the whole research process, then I'm going to be linking this video next, because on that video I give you a whole walkthrough of how I do research. See you on the next one.